Alright, everyone, welcome to today's recap. I hope you all are doing well and staying blessed. If you all are new here, my name is Jeremiah. I'm a day trader. I trade small cap stocks, momentum, and breakouts. I stream every single day, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I upload my recaps after every trading session, regardless of whether I'm red or green. Today is a $10 green day, and it is day 3 of phase 1 of scaling up. So without further ado, let's jump right into this recap here. My first trade was on IOTR. This stock has a float of 644,000 shares, so a really low float stock. And my entry was the first candle to make a new high on the 1 minute. I do recognize that this was a risky trade because the previous high compared to the low of this current candle was about 40 cents when I entered. So in theory, if I was waiting for this candle to go red to sell or to stop out, that would have been a outsized loss compared to what I stood to make. So let's take a look at this right here. So my entry was there at 864. The open of this candle was 18. So not very well managed, like not great management of risk on this one. But I did recognize that if we broke this high here, then our next level is this pivot, and once we break that pivot, then we're looking at 9. So that was sort of my thought process there. I don't think this was the greatest trade. It definitely wasn't, but it is what it is. It was green, and that was all that mattered. So dipped down for a bit, and I was kind of like, should I have taken that? But we had some volume coming in the next 1 minute candle, so it popped up there. I was up $14 for a second, but then I was like, okay, I'll just get out. Green is good. Let's move on to the next trade. So my next trade was on SXTP. It was a entry on the 10-second chart, and it was a flat top breakout at 310. So you guys will see this ended up being a small winner. Honestly, I actually don't know. My entry was the breakthrough 50. Sorry, I misspoke. Once again, not a great entry, to be quite honest. And I think I got out here break even for a small profit. Yeah, more or less break even, I believe. I don't know why I just held my order there, but ended up working in my favor. There was a 10-second bull flag there forming, so that could have had something to do with it. There was also obviously this flat top breakout setup here. There was this bull flag here on the 10-second. These were both way better setups than what I took. I was a little bit off today. I don't think I slept very well, to be quite honest. I woke up at 4 a.m. Unintentionally because I thought I had slept in again, and I was like, I'm not doing this again if my alarm didn't go off. So I woke up, and then I just checked my phone. I'm like, oh, well, it's 4 a.m. So I went back to bed, and I don't know. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm very tired. So I might be less literate today. Anyways, next trade. Okay, so this next trade also on SXTP. It was a flat top breakout as well. Or this is a flat top breakout. The other one I didn't take the flat top breakout setup, but we saw one. This was flat top breakout and a break through this resistance level, previous pre-market high. You guys will see it's also around the whole dollar of 4. So we have support there. So it breaks through there. We get a nice push. And I take the profit when I had it. So that was not a bad trade at all. That was probably the best trade so far. The other ones were iffy. And I was kind of lucky in a way to get out with some profit there. Okay, so my next trade also on SXTP. By the way, the float on SXTP, which I forgot to mention earlier, is 4.1 million shares. This setup was first candle to make a new high on the 1 minute, and I think this one I got stopped out on. It was a false breakout. So it sort of pierced that level, and then obviously ran into some resistance there, and then we just flushed. Not a super quick flush or anything, but I could have sold here realistically, and just stopped out, but I decided to hold it for longer than I needed to. Anyways, next trade. Okay, so this is my next trade. Once again, SXTP. This was a terrible trade. Yes, it was off the 9 EMA, but this is terrible price action right here. This is not what we want to see. This is not price action that should tell me I should take a trade. So, anyways, you guys will see. Absolutely terrible. So it just pops up there, which it did the same thing here and here, but obviously this one was a doji, this one was a red candle. Stopped out, and then now I'm red on the day. So from 100% accuracy previously in 2 trades, I lost everything, and now I was down $3. So I overstayed my welcome 100% on SXTP. This is not, I should not have been trading here. That first loss was the caution flag. It's a false breakout. And now I'm trying to make money from first candle to make a new high off the 9 EMA here. Like, and this price action does not warrant me to take a trade at all. This is not my strategy at all. So this is just me deviating from my strategy. So once again, another trade on SXTP. This again was a very similar setup. It was all this one was more of a flat top breakout though, but still not the greatest trade. Still a scrappy trade, to be quite honest. I just got on the right side of probability for this one, and managed to make 14 cents, I believe. Yeah, about 14 cents. So once again, I take another trade on SXTP. Definitely overstaying my welcome, but at least this is a more acceptable area to be trading. This right here was not an area to be trading at all. Even though this was a winner, I still don't think I should have taken this one. And especially this one was just terrible. So I missed this move, unfortunately, this huge leg up. Could have gone for the break of hive day there. Could have gone for first candle to make a new high right here. The 9 EMA, bounce off the 9 EMA. But I missed that. So as it started to pull away a little bit more, I just took an entry. I believe it was a 10-second setup I was looking at. So it was that bull flag right there. And this ends up being a break-even trade. So I miss a good exit there, but that was okay. Okay, so here's another trade on SXTP again. Now, these trades are more acceptable. Obviously, this is a new leg up. Like I said, this was not acceptable. This, I can't, I'm not going to rewind it. But anyways, there was a good leg up here, which was acceptable to trade. This was not acceptable. This is acceptable. So when I was over trading in here, I gave back money there. That was the cue to be like, okay, like stop trading it for now. Wait for the next leg up. And I took more. I put 1-2 trades there. So this trade was better. This was red to green move and first candle to make a new high on the 1 minute, or anticipation for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So we popped up there seeing green, and then immediately I'm up. That's what you want to see. You want to immediately be up. So I sold early on many of the trades today, this one included. Yeah, I sold about 20 cents too early on this. Same with the other trade on, I can't remember, I think maybe it was on this stock as well, where it went, I sold at 350 and it went straight up to 4 right after I sold. So here's a 10-second setup forming a bull flag there. Okay, let's move on to my next trade. Okay, so this is a trade on CMCT. This is a similar setup. This is the break through the high of day here. And first candle to make a new high on the 1 minute. So I bought in early, anticipating the breakout, thinking we have support right here at this level. Obviously, it closed above. A very small scalp trade. I sold way too soon, to be quite honest. But I did that so many times today, realistically. I sold at 450. So this is very similar to the trade previously I was just talking about. Sold at 458 and it goes up to 96. So almost 50 cents, or it'd be like 40 cents. Yep. So, anyways, that was that. Okay, so my next trades are at the open, and this is an example, another example of me selling my winners too soon, one, and a theme, a recurring theme in the past few days of, I think, this new challenge of sizing up or scaling up, which is overstaying my welcome. And you guys will see what I'm talking about because obviously by the title and the thumbnail, you guys know today is a $10 green day. And as a matter of fact, it could have been a lot bigger, but let's take a look here. So we're right under 6 here. I'm thinking at the open, we're going to rip. So I know it dips down after I take my entry for a little bit. I'm in high here. It's a break over this pivot. I could have taken an entry at 6, which would have been probably better, but so it dips down a little bit. I have a order to sell, but then I take it away. I was like, okay, wait, it's actually working. I sell it at 28, but it goes all the way up to 89. That's literally 60 cents of profit that I just missed out on because I sold too soon. And even if I didn't get filled, which I probably wouldn't have, I still could have sold it around 50. Another 20 to 25 cents of profit. Anyways, next trade. Okay, so my next trade was also on SXTP. Once again, I feel like a broken tape recorder, but there was a really good setup here. This was a wedge, as you guys can see forming. I could have taken an entry for the break over this sort of descending resistance line. Obviously, there's no line. It was just imaginary. But first candle make a new high on the 10-second as well. So dip and then rip there. And then it pops up there. I get in right under 7. Or just a really late entry, honestly. So not the best, but I'm thinking if we break through 7 here, our next level is 732. And if we can break that, that'd be really good. So I sold there as it was pulling away. Once again, I sold it too soon. But sometimes that's better than holding and hoping. So that put me at $55.58. So it could have been a $56 green day. You're probably wondering, how did you get down to $10? How did you lose $45? Well, as quickly as you can make it, you can lose it. So, of course, I overstay my welcome. I knew at this point I should have walked away. I think I said to myself, I was like, I should probably walk away. But if I didn't say it now, I said it right after this trade for sure. But I didn't. So immediately just rejects my entry. It's not what I wanted to see at all. So that brought me down to $27. That was frustrating, but I'm still in the green. And that's more than half my profit, but it would have been better if I had just walked away with the 50 bucks, obviously. But I could have walked away here. This is when I should have walked away. This is fine. I didn't know that I was going to lose, obviously. I could have walked away here, but I don't. So I take another entry here. As it starts to curl back up, I'm like, okay, like it's early entry, which I know is risky. And why am I doing that after my first big loss today? I don't know. So it's glitching. I don't know why this stream is glitching, but so once again, immediately rejects my entry. And I'm thinking like, okay, we might pull away here for sure. But no. Um it doesn't. And this is enough. To see it struggling here is enough to say, hey, like this is not working. Let me sell it. But I don't. And I let it go to $9.56 in the green. Or not yeah. Anyways, that was my last trade of the day. P&L for the day is 956. Takeaway is I need to learn when to walk away. And walking away sooner is something I need to learn how to do. I think that's been an overarching theme in my recent trading days. Obviously, the first day was $77 green day, or $72 green day. I think I let it get to my head, and then I was thinking, you know what, I can take as many trades as I want, and I'll be green. And obviously, next day I come in and I get smacked by the market. So, um, yeah, I just have to learn to walk away sooner. And I'm glad that I had that wake up call. Having that big red day, I think, was sort of a blessing in disguise in the way that I would, in the way that it was a reminder to not overstay my welcome and not get too ahead of myself and think that I'm invincible. Um, because obviously, first day back to trading with regular size and as many trades as I want. I mean, having that 100% accuracy day and a decently sized green day is can get to you for sure. So yeah, a little bit of overconfidence got to me, and then um, I think the theme has been just knowing when to walk away sooner. Because if I did that today could have been a $27 green day. It could have even been a $56 green day if I was content with that, but I decided to be greedy. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed. And that is it for today's recap. I'll see you all in my live stream tomorrow. Peace.